As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That's right. Shion. Where am I? I need to find them. Leori. Shion. Damn it. Take this! Dazzle! Pierce! Eternal devastation! Shockwave flash! Eternal devastation! Dazzle! Hurricane thrust! Dazzle! Dragon swarm! Lightning thrust! Eternal devastation! Crush! Eternal devastation! You're mine! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! It's over! Crush! Crush! Shockwave Flash! Eternal Devastation! Crush! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Crush! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Pierce! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! It's over! It's on! Eat dirt! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! It's over! You're finished! Crush! Shockwave Flash! You're mine! Strike!
Ok, c'est un chien, il est pas bon.
Alvin?
Chien.
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Heros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
No choice! Lightning thrust!
Can you take it?
Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation!
Is it hot? Just back it out again!
Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate the dark! Come
Take this!
Holy Glitter! Holy Land!
Hurricane Thrust! Soaring Light Spear!
Rotating
You're ours!
Wind Astral Energy! Illuminate the
Swarm!
dark! Come forth! Holy Glitter! Holy Land!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Take this! Dragon Swarm! It's on! Eat dirt!
Lightning Orb!
Dragon Swarm!
Arch Seal!
Severing Wing!
Light and
Hurricane
Blazing
Thrust!
Cascade! Sleep now!
Take this!
More for the stockpile!
No further!
Take this! It's over!
The enemy wields arts too.
Dragon
We'll
Swarm!
see about that!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! Now! Take this!
Thunder Field!
Captivity! Could have been worse.
Oh, ooh. Hey!
Speak. I wonder if Alpin's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Alpin! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship...
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
What did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never...
Et il me délite, le bâtard. Ok.
Seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Nayori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? Or to the other? Just think.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family. My friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I...
Well,
Who the...
if I may...
Frank.
Sometimes we need a... not to compete over life.
Thanks for...
Please.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Dahnans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, It's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this.
What?
Pourquoi fallait que t'ailles si loin, Steven?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Back to the inn, I guess. What will I even accomplish going alone?
Ah, les gaulettes.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village!
Any closer and they'll be house.
That...
Can you fight?
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever...
Alphen.
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Pourquoi il a pointé par là, le bâtard?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Non, le time.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Be still! Its armor's too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest. Eat dirt!
Now you see what I can do.
that's my cue.
It shut him down.
Eat this.
Raging storm! Warming up here!
Hurricane thrust!
Photon blast!
Strike! Dragon swarm!
See what happened there as you crossed me. Not my finest.
You'll pay for that! Dragon swarm!
Holy glimmer! Holy land!
Lightning thrust! Pierce! Dragon swarm! My turn! From beyond! Imbue this vanquished soul with life! Resuscitate! Shoot back! Stand back! I'll trip it up. Eat dirt!
Not done yet. Take this.
Dragon swarm!
Dragon down.
Begin!
Catapult.
I'm ready! I'm ready! Follow me! In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance! You're finished!
Eat this.
Hurricane! In an instant! Impact block!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleim kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something.
That's you guys.
And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion. Then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Ahoo! 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 Hello.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Okay. Waar is jullie houtvader? Ah, fucking shit. Calice.
This is great. The taste and aroma will... Have you guys checked your equipment lately? I wonder if something happened.
I think Hootle senses an owl around here. With this, I can... Become even stronger.
Armor won't save you!
Sharpness!
Allow me to help you.
I'm on!
This one's all mine!
Talon Hurricane!
You picked the wrong fight!
River Dragon!
Dragon Form!
Watch this!
Severing Wing!
River Tear!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Eagle Death you got it! I'm on it! Talon Hurricane!
Castle! You're mine!
Elucidity! Freaking does it!
Benediction Light.
You're mine!
I'm ready!
More with that
Block it!
Tear!
Far enough!
Hurricane Thrust!
Sleep now. Here goes!
First strike!
Everlasting
Run
Sword.
in your dreams.
Negative gate. Resonate with the earth.
Dragon Swarm! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Illuminate the
Not
dark.
again.
Holy
It's
quiver.
over!
Dragon
I
Shadow!
owe you
Holy
one.
land. I can do this all day.
Eagle Assault!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material. What's this thing? There.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forest. Grant me the strength to march on!
Eat
Soaring Light Spear!
Can't get out of this!
Eagle Dive! I'll smash you!
Take this!
Simian pest! I shall seal you in
picked the wrong
his
fight.
death!
Dragon River Dragon! Do it! I'll tear you apart!
In an instant! Impact Block! My turn! Hurricane Thrust!
Eat this! Begin! I'll end you!
You're on! Take this!
I'm ready!
Dragon! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky.
Tabarnak.
Retreat if you know what's good for you! Allow me to help you. No art of being interrupted.
Far enough! Rolling Snap!
Here!
Raging storm!
Be still! Soaring Light Spear!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
No!
I won't
Take
give in!
this!
I'll tear you apart!
I'll face you.
You're on!
Is this it? I couldn't make it in time.
Raging
beyond, now you see what I can do.
From beyond. I'm ready!
Watch this.
Out of the woods.
Supernova! Raging Cascade! Talon Hurricane!
From beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation. Another incantation ruined.
Not done yet.
Elusive deity.
Here goes! Illuminate the storm!
Storm!
Holy glitter!
Nothing
Holy
gets
land!
by me!
Win!
Far enough!
Dragon Ball!
Benediction light.
Photon blast!
Dragon Swarm!
Big blast!
Lightning Throw! It's over!
Captivity. Benediction light.
Cascade!
Dragon Stuff!
Here
Here I
goes!
come!
Not on my watch!
Dragon Swarm!
Ready and rare!
Dazzle!
There's always room for improvement. What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I should give that art a shot sometime tomorrow.
This came out so good. I almost hate having to eat it.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
I'm all ears.
How?
Do you mind watching our camp tonight? Once we finish eating, we should get going.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
We having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
No choice.
Grant me the strength to march on!
Now you see what I can do!
You're finished! Hurricane Tear! Strike!
I'll take
Hurricane
out the
Thrust!
legs with my shield.
Going in! Swallow down! Take this!
Tiger Blade! Eagle
I'm not done!
Round and pound!
It's over!
I'll finish you here and now!
Tiger Blade!
You're
down!
going! It's over!
Far enough!
On your off my
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade!
Another incantation ruined!
Going in!
Everlasting!
You're mine!
not
Dragon
right.
Swarm! Stay away from my friends! You're mine!
Arch Shield!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade!
Not on my watch!
Dragon Spear! Long!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! None can!
Swallow down!
Soaring Light Spear! You're out! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
This one's
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Don't push yourself too hard.
I can carve through armor! Here!
I owe you one.
Raging
Here I come!
storm! Slow flight!
Here! Megasonic Rock!
Here! One more!
Megasonic
Dance in the
Rock!
wind!
I'm beating
Air
it!
thrust!
This one's all mine! I'm not
Lightning
done!
condensed!
Eat dirt!
Talon Storm! Thunderblade!
Megasonic Rock! Totally! In an instant! Impact Clock!
Benediction light.
Dance in the wind!
Hurricane Storm!
Field! I'll be saving this one!
Can't get out of sit!
I'm not done!
Whirlwind snap!
Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Clock!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Gotta break through!
Benediction.
Lightning Thrust!
Confiscated.
Far enough! Here! Rip and tear!
Dragon Swarm! Be careful, everyone!
Thunder Field!
This one isn't normal!
Dance in the wind! Air
Easy.
thrust!
Armor won't save you!
Take this!
Astral
Benediction light.
Dragon Swarm! Megasonic Thrust! Dazzle!
Talon
Soaring Light
Hurricane!
Stick! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come!
I'm on it.
Dragon Swarm!
Raging storm!
I'm on it! That freaking does it!
Illuminate the dark!
Be still!
Transform! Holy glimmer!
Lightning Thrust!
Glimmer Blast!
Soaring Light Spear!
Eagle Assault!
Here!
Raging cascade!
Dragon Swarm! Here! Lightning Thrust! Hurricane Thrust! Thanks!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Swarm!
In here!
It's mine! You're finished!
In a bind?
Dragon Swarm!
More with us!
My turn!
Light astral! Now!
Dragon Swarm! Totally! In an instant! Impact Clock!
Raging cascade!
Not
Oh!
again!
Now I'm real mad!
Dragon Swarm!
In here!
Crush! Be still!
Pile!
Mirage! Dazzle!
Raging!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Little help!
Be still!
Now you see what I can do!
It's on!
Not in your dreams!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning
Dragon
raging
Swarm!
cascade!
Grind you into
Here!
dust!
In here!
Mirage!
I'll be
Benediction light.
Glimmer Dragon! Gale Force! More where that came from! Lightning Condemned! Thunder Blade!
Take it down! Be still! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Beyond chance! It's over! Here! Hurricane Thrust! Here we go again! Be still! Dragon Swarm! Pierce! Eagle Tide! Be still! I'll finish you here and now! Hurricane Thrust! No way! Thrust! That's freaking gusset! Small! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! I can feel my power growing!
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Voyons, Chris. Tabarnak. Oh boy. Oh, il va chier. Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
What's up?
Once we get...
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renan like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not I really hope she...
Done. This...
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
If you need help with anything, just let me know.
You should get some shut-eye. Well, off we go.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
picked the wrong fight!
Can you take it?
Here I come!
Raging Storm! It's a duel of the arts!
Try harder!
My turn! No further! Almost! You dare strike me from behind?
It's over! Alex Storm!
The enemy wields our too.
We'll soon see.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Glimmer Dragon!
You're on!
All
Be
face you
still!
hear it now!
You're on! Take this! It's over!
Dragon Shout!
Raging Storm!
It's on!
I'm on it!
You're on!
You're dazzled! I'll tear you apart!
Raging Cascade!
You picked the wrong fight!
In here!
Negative 10!
Struck!
Get on in there with the others!
It's over!
Thunder Field!
Air pressure! First strike!
You're on! Here I come!
Showtime!
Dragon
Now!
Slam!
You're done!
Raging Storm!
Don't get complacent.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right. No choice. Be still!
Far enough! Crumble!
Be still!
Raging Storm!
Dragon form!
Can you take it?
Raging Cascade!
Be still!
Eat this!
Soaring Light Spear! Try harder! Now!
Now! In the groove!
Eat dirt!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And Hurricane to me!
Soaring Light Spear!
Raging Cascade!
You're on! Lightning Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Law's on.
Can't get out of this!
Almost there!
You're mine!
Eagle Assault!
Now!
Dragon's Law! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Sleep now!
Soaring Light Spear!
Illuminate the
Eat
dark!
this!
Being interrupted.
Holy light!
Dragon's
Ready to go! Time!
First strike!
Now!
Put you through! In an instant! Impact Block!
Hombre.
Did you see? Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
No, I wasn't!
What's with that shining foot?
This one will be difficult to predict.
I'll smash you! Take this! Hurricane Thrust!
Raging Storm!
You picked the wrong fight! Take this! Dragon
Far enough!
You're mine!
I'll crush you!
That's my cue!
Lightning
Shut him down.
reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! I'm surrounded!
Dragon Form!
I'm on here!
Lightning
Inspiration! I can do this all day! That freaking does it! Here we go again!
My turn! Lightning Thrust!
Dragon
Soaring
Shout!
Light Spear! You're on!
Resonate with the earth!
You're finished!
Stalagmite!
Don't get in my way!
Stand back. I'll trip it up. In a vine?
Wind Astral! Energy!
I'll face you.
Light!
This is some punishment.
Come on, here I come!
You have to hold on!
A close one!
Round and pound!
Tempest
Orpheus, discharge!
Swallow's flight!
This one's
Here goes lightning
far
descent!
enough!
Thunderblade!
Their arts were interrupted!
Close one! Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
Round and
Let's
pound!
get you all tucked away! Magic is in! Crossblade!
Crescent Moon! Tiger Blade!
Light Astral Energy! Raging Cascade! Sometimes the best
This
medicine
one's go!
Tempest Whirl!
Round and pound! Plenty left!
Raging Cascade! Art Expert coming through!
Far enough!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!